Hello and welcome to another Writerly Wednesday. Today I'm going to talk about something that may feel again a bit left of center. And if you've noticed a theme, congratulations, you're right. There is a theme. And here it is. Writing is an inside job. What do I mean by that? Well, we often think about all of the intellectual things, the idea, and then structure, and even practical tips like sitting down and writing. Do I like it noisy or quiet? All of that sort of stuff. But what it leaves out are those things that I see make the difference from an easier time, not a totally easy time, but an easier time connecting with and expressing our writerly self, and those who struggle day in and day out. There's a third option, which is sometimes it all seems to be going so well, and other times it's not, and the struggle being, how do I recreate that? I spend a lot of my time working with writers on how to access again and again their writerly flow. Why? Because who wants to be doing it if you're miserable the whole time? And if writing is what you want to do, clearly there's that passion and that excitement and that motivation within you. So wouldn't you like to be able to do it in a way where more times than not you're feeling good? Well, if that's you, I'm glad that you are here, because today I'm going to share 3 things that are a little bit left of center that I have found can really help my writers, especially because writing is an inside job. So the first tool that you can use is something called EFT. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. I don't know exactly when it started, but I remember being introduced to it way back in the year 2001. It has been used primarily for people around anxiety back then. And now, if you search on YouTube, you are going to find so many scripts. Now, what is it? It is basically helping you interrupt a pattern. Oftentimes we think about negative self-talk, and we're taught to just use mantras or switch to the positive and ignore the negative. And that's not always helpful. What I have found is that using EFT or tapping in your practice can really help unlock things that you weren't even necessarily aware of, but once you get on a roll, they can really help you find where you are keeping yourself stuck when it comes to negative thoughts. So check that out. The other tool that I recommend is one called forgiveness or Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is the Hawaiian word that is related to this practice. And essentially, it's a 4-line series. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And if I haven't got that right, I will re-record it, or I'll put it in the right order in the notes. All of that to say, whether you are holding on to something that is related to a relationship that you may be writing about or writing around, or it feels like you're doing it on behalf of a character, it doesn't matter. Maybe you are just forgiving yourself for not having hit certain benchmarks that you wanted to in relationship to your writing. Whatever you use it for, I highly recommend you start to use it maybe even on a daily basis. It has transformed the writerly practice of some of my writers. Now, the third tool that I would love for you to have in your toolkit is something called cord cutting. And this is even a little bit more left of center. It goes along with EFT and with forgiveness, but cord cutting is about energetically cutting the cords to people or things that are draining your energy, whether you are aware of it or not. And again, you can maybe see why this could be helpful. If you are constantly worried, or if some of your energy is going off towards something that is not directly involved in your writing, but you want to continue your writing, but you feel pulled back, cord cutting can help you do that. If only just being really aware of and mindful about this potential energy suck. Now, you can go, as I said, search up on YouTube, find videos or instructions to do with all of these. But if you are really interested in scripts, which are related to tapping and EFT practices, or a specific cord cutting meditation to use, or how exactly you might use Ho'oponopono in your writerly practice, well, I cover all of that in my course and membership, which is called Writer's Flow. If you have any questions about it, or you'd like to see what's involved, please click on the link that I'll have below. It is something, this ongoing training and support is something that I offer all of my writers in the Writer's Flow course and membership. So please check it out if that sounds interesting to you. Otherwise, feel free to Google or YouTube and find what works for you. More than anything, I want to make sure that you are getting to live the writerly life of your dreams. And as much as I'd like to say, it's all about practical tips and tricks. If you just have the right structure, or you just know how to write the amazing query letter, that everything is going to work. And that's just not true. And I have to be truthful with you. So please, if you have any questions about anything I've shared today, or you have questions about something else that you'd like me to address on a future Writerly Wednesday, please leave it in the comments below. Send me an email, anjanette@storyaslife.com. Of course, if you aren't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notification on the next Wednesday that I share a Writerly Wednesday, just hit the bell as well. I hope to see you again next time. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a beautiful writerly week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.